Okay, recording. We are recording.
You're still a butt knuckle.
You're a butt knuckle.
You're the women's Squizgar.
You like butt knuckles.
You both like moose knuckles.
You like men.
Well, I already just said you both like moose knuckles, so that's liking men.
Okay.
I like moose tracks. It's good stuff.
Poop?
Yeah.
Poop?
Yeah,
You like
we'll go
poop?
with that.
You have a no. Hello everybody. Welcome to another edition of Press the Action Button podcast here on digital-delirium.com.
It's .com.
This is episode 63, and with me this week is Game Face. Say hello to the people. Game Face.
I don't think I can say anything that'll trump that intro, so let's just get on with the show.
Also with me this week is Dr. Drewbag, and he hasn't been here in a while, so say hello to the people, Dr. Drewbag.
I'm talking into Alex's nipple right now, and I don't have much of a voice.
I got the mic.
Yeah, you lost your voice at,
I lost my voice singing Circle Takes the Square and then having band practice of my own. And I have to go to a recording studio on Tuesday, plus I have a cold.
You got like gang hugged by Circle Takes a Square, and they gave you socks and helped you put them on.
So what are you going to do in the recording studio?
They were individual hugs. They were like serious, like
Collective.
eye contact, like talking, and like I was told I rocked.
So
I take them as a reliable source, so I think I rock now.
Circle Takes the Square told you that you rocked, and then we texted you names that sounded way more pretentious than Circle Takes the Square while you were there.
I actually showed them to them, and they thought they were funny.
Well, I didn't expect you to show them to the band, but I'm glad the band thought they were funny. We actually got online and we were looking up, like, exotic shape names.
Oh, what was the name of that one shape that was...
I don't know, you tweeted about it, and you said it's the most pretentious shape in the history of
Arbolus.
shapes.
I think it's like an arbolus or something. It's like involves like 3 circular arcs that all intersect, and they're all different sizes.
Yeah, and all different sizes.
It was funny.
And you're like, this is now known as the most pretentious shape in the history of shapes.
Yeah, in the history of since forever.
Okay, you want to announce the beer that we're drinking?
That's what we're drinking.
Miller
Belch
High
beer.
Life. Miller High Life.
Also known as
Yippee.
Belch beer.
Yippee. Okay, so crack.
Like beer, like Miller.
Crack.
Okay, crack them. Yeah, Drew, can I have some of your cream soda to mix with my bad beer?
You really want some?
I'm gonna try it.
That does not sound like a good idea.
Yeah.
I hope you guys
Just a splash, please.
hope you guys gave a listen to the podcast that I posted up technically yesterday, but it'll be several days after that by the time that this goes up.
Oh, that was a good
Because it
2
took
weeks
me
in the
a
making.
long freaking time to finish and edit that one, and it was a huge pain in the ass, and I lost a laptop in the progress,
It
and
killed your laptop. The
podcast was so badass that it killed an old 5-year-old laptop.
Or was it just bad?
No, it was really freaking
Actually,
funny.
it was funny. It was a very entertaining podcast.
Tom Teabag was making fart sounds in the microphone for a good 6 minutes.
For 6 minutes straight, and we were like sitting there just talking around him doing this, completely ignoring him, and you just hear him in the background.
Maybe every like 10 or 15 seconds you just hear...
And then finally, like, you and, like, Ian could not contain your laughter anymore at this, and you just, like, busted a gut laughing
I actually
at this.
didn't notice it at first. I kind of subconsciously noticed it. Then I realized, wait a second, how long has he been doing that?
And then we, like, passingly mentioned Pokemon, and then we were talking about something else, and you were in the background.
they're
It was like,
listening-
sounded like you were down the hallway going, Pokemon with a Pokemon!
If anybody's listening to this right now, they probably already heard that, so let's spare them the redundancy.
Well, I was informing him, but since he was not here to record it, it was me and you and Slacker Chan and D-Pad and Tom.
When was this?
2 weeks ago.
We
Is
didn't
that
get
when you went to Connecticut?
No, that was last weekend.
You went last weekend?
Yeah, it was last weekend.
I think 2 weekends ago there was a hockey game.
Yeah, that's right. You were
That's
definitely
right.
watching hockey.
Wait. Flyers?
Flyers.
And
As far as I know now, we're 4-2-1.
By some miracle, the Dallas Stars are 6-2. They've got like no defense, but they're 6-2 because Kari Lettinen has played like a god.
I can actually taste the cream soda in this beer now. I still can't tell if it's a bad thing or a good thing. I kind of like it, and I kind of don't.
At least you're living the high life.
I'm totally living the high life. I freaking rock.
No. I rock. And I got that from a legitimate source.
I rock Z?
No, Kathleen.
Like the Camaro?
No, like, I'm just a cool person that rocks out.
Did you tell them that the intro to that one song sounds like Swallow the Sun?
No, because I said to them, yo, do you listen to Swallow the Sun? And he was like, yeah, it's awesome. And I was like, what a good influence to have. And he was like, yeah. And then I was like, you know what else is sweet? Native American chants. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, dude, so good. And he was like, thank you. And then we talked about mental
So he really
illnesses.
does listen to that riff. Really was influenced by Swallow the Sun.
No, it wasn't. But
I was absolutely right.
no, he didn't. They didn't write it. He wrote it. He wrote it after. He told me when he wrote it after. He had some experience, and it was like he did some research in Native American stuff, and.
Well, I wasn't talking about the Native American one.
No,
It was
no.
the part right before that.
I mean, like, he wanted to fuse the sound of Circle Takes a Square with the idea of his Native American, like, rite of passage.
I'm
And
sorry.
this idea of going to hell and heaven and being stuck in between the two. And then he wrote that riff. And it's
But he really.
fucking brutal.
So he does really listen to Swallow the Sun now.
He does, but he doesn't like Doom that much because he says it's too slow.
A lot of times I have
That's
to be.
been said about me many times.
A lot of times I have to be kind of in the mood for Doom, but I think Swallow the Sun is like one of the best examples of Doom. I really like Swallow the
My
Sun.
Dying Bride, Turn Loose the Swans, best Doom album.
What the hell are you talking about?
Dude, it's doom metal. It's just really sad, depressed people playing really heavy, distorted, slow music.
Metal?
It's metal. It's
Metal?
It's doom metal. But My Dying Bride, if you want to listen to doom metal, is the doom metal band to listen to. And the album is Turn Loose the Swans. That is an awesome.
I
Cool.
would have said the album to listen to is probably something by St. Vitus. I really like St. Vitus.
Whoever, I forget the name of the first doom band.
Joystick just dropped his phone like a fag.
Yeah, he totally did. He totally dropped it like a dude who goes down on dicks would drop his phone. I was there, and I'm a legit source now.
Okay.
Just putting that out.
I'm just gonna. Oh, your phone can't fall apart because it's an iPhone. It only has one part. The phone. Or the I. I wonder if you took that apart, there'd just be a giant, like, lowercase I in there, and it just makes everything happen.
Bring Steve Jobs back to life.
Yeah, you'd have to, like, pour, like...
I heard he moved in with Dean.
You'd have to pour, like...
He did move in with Dean, didn't he?
Yeah, and there's a Blockbuster opening down the street from him now. Our dead friend.
Did he send you that text message about Blockbuster dying so Dean can go there now?
Yeah. He did. But there's still Blockbuster, like, rental boxes everywhere.
Yeah, but the Blockbuster that is near us, that moved in with Dean. The Blockbuster near
like
us,
half a year ago.
it lives with Dean now.
Yeah, but they're still in the process of opening it yet.
You know what, Alex?
What?
I love you.
I love me too.
I want to take that Vaseline.
I do have Vaseline.
You do. I want to
Can
take
I ask him if he uses it with Colin?
Actually, it's not Vaseline, it's actually Vaseline. It's the third part. It's Chinese.
It's not worth it then. Never mind.
It's not real Vaseline.
I don't wanna- I
It's
don't
not
wanna-
good enough.
Yeah, I don't want-
You're not gonna gay on my phone, too. You got your...
It'll be a grand masterpiece.
What was I talking to him about? What am I-
Probably your 10-hour thing of bullshit.
Okay, you want to know how sad I was over the weekend?
No.
I was reading suicide notes. I read
Turn
them.
your phone off.
I read them from time to time.
I'm just gonna turn off AT&T on you. I'm gonna call AT&T, say, hey, listen, this is for national, the best interest of the nation. Turn off. Just for like
Turn
an hour.
them on.
Well, I hear my cap locks on, turn them on.
The guy who felt me up on the subway.
Matt? Nitpick. We should have had him on the... No, we shouldn't have. Never mind.
No, yeah, you're right. We shouldn't have.
It'd be like Diet Slate.
That's the last thing
What a
this
funny
needs is more nozzle nuts. So can we actually get to the topics?
Getting mixed results here.
I think Andrew says no, we can't get to the topics.
A console is finally going to be released in China, getting past its game, quote-unquote, game boxes ban. If you didn't know, China has a ban on anything they call game boxes, which basically means video game consoles. And it prevents they can make them there, they cannot legally sell them there.
Wow, I did not know that.
This console is called the iSec, and features Kinect-like controls where everything is controlled with a camera. iSec, I-S-E-C. Everything is controlled with a camera, and it doubles as a karaoke machine. It will cost $470 which is probably fairly expensive, and it is being marketed as an entertainment device. Now, this is kind of interesting, though, that they would market this as an entertainment device and get it past the censors. You think I wonder if there's any chance that Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony will be able to do this, because obviously it's a huge breakthrough to get a game system to sell in China.
And the answer is
to begin
no,
with.
because it's a communistic country. But look at that. That made it even better.
Look, it fits right in.
I showed him a picture, and then he texted me cease and desist.
I was hoping it would actually interrupt. See, my phone drops whatever it's doing if I get a text message.
No, mine doesn't just
It sucks.
I can actually hit close and ignore it.
But yeah, well, I mean, I can too, but
I can also hit close and address my iPhone.
the worst is if I'm sending a text message and I get a call and I'm in the groove of typing and I get a call and it's any button answers it, so it's I'm texting and then I get a phone call that I don't want to answer, and all of a sudden I've answered the call and didn't even realize it. It's whoa.
Now, this company says if this system sells well, and considering it might wind up being the only legally available option in China, it might sell well. If it sells well, maybe they are talking about possibly bringing it to other countries such as the United States. Although I imagine if they brought it here, Microsoft might have a problem with it.
One thing is certain I can already think of. That $400-some.
$470.
Yeah. Their money's worth way more than ours. So, I mean, it's something easily.
But it's U.S. dollars, not Chinese.
Yeah, that was transferred from China. It gave the price in China and then transferred it to the U.S. dollars, and that's what it came out as.
Like I'm trying to say, my roommate, he has a girlfriend, or my old roommate has a girlfriend in Japan, and when he would go and visit her, he would do the conversion rate, But I mean, there's more money over there to go around than is here.
He already gave us the conversion rate. It's 400.
No. I know that. I'm saying it's $470, but $470 there is not much.
Are you saying that they use U.S. dollars? Or
No. Not that they use U.S. dollars, but it's easier for them to have that amount of money. That could be low income.
Oh, so it's easier for them to get
Have
U.S.
that much
dollars.
money,
U.S. dollars.
to have $470. It's easier, especially in Japan, for example. It's easier for somebody to have, 450, the amount of yen equal to $450 than it would be for us to get $450.
Well, I wonder why they don't buy more from us then. Oh.
But do you know what I mean? He said that when he went there, her parents were just throwing money everywhere, it was water.
We're talking about China, not Japan.
They're equally as prosperous now. I mean, look, they gave us that huge loan, and it didn't even affect them.
The wealth will be
So look at
the wealth is more more evenly spread or whatever in Japan than it is in China. There's a lot of poor people in China.
There's a lot of poor people in Japan. There's a lot of poor people everywhere. It's always there's always disparity.
This is true.
Well, that's I know that, but like
a lot of people in Japan also live without electricity, or not in Japan, China.
They've got in Japan. There's actually like a Japanese, like an original
obviously
Japanese term for it. For like people who don't have heating in their house, they actually make like a kitchen table with like a built-in heater on like in the top. So it's like you have a warmed table at the very least. It's like sad and it's cool at the same time. Except it's not cool. It's warm.
Depending on where you live, though, it's not super cool.
I wonder if Sony and Microsoft and Nintendo are going to keep a close eye on this. I wonder if Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo are going to keep a close eye on this and hope that they can get there.
They will never, ever get in.
They'll probably try.
I think one or two of them may try, but they will never get in because it's too much of a regime. Like, you can't even practice religion. Like
A regime?
Like you can't even practice religion openly.
Yeah, it's supposedly communist, but it kind of works more like fascism.
No, it is communism, but it's a dictatorship. So it is still very communistic, but it's just a dictatorship instead of pure communism.
Yeah.
So it's the exact opposite.
It's the ownership thing, but it's not the democracy thing.
Yeah.
That's usually how it turns out.
Yeah, because someone vies for power.
Anyway,
Capcom has announced Devil May Cry HD Collection for the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. It will include the 3 games for the PlayStation 2. The version of Devil May Cry that will be included will, of course, be the special edition version of it. It will sell for $39.99. So, $40, basically.
they had to tack on that extra 99 cents.
They always do.
I know. Unless you're a gas station, then it's 99.9.
The way I look at this, though, is they could probably just skip Devil May Cry 2, because pretty much nobody liked Devil May Cry 2. You could beat that game with guns. You didn't need to use your sword. You could just beat it with guns.
But it was so satisfying.
No, that game sucked. That game really did suck. Have you played Devil May Cry 2?
Yeah, I played all of them.
It sucked, didn't it?
It wasn't terrible, but I mean, like, it wasn't as good as the others.
If they ever make a Devil May Cry 10, Robert Llewellyn will have to be in it. It's a really bad pun.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, it was.
And I
Drink it.
Why?
It'll be on the PlayStation 6.
No, that's the PlayStation 9 that you drink. Well, no, the PlayStation 6 you drink, and then the PlayStation 9 you just inhale.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Beer on top of amphetamines.
I do have beer on top of amphetamines. I put my mug of beer. It's in a WWE The Legend The Rock cup, holographic cup from 7-Eleven, on a pill bottle full of amphetamine salts. Bless you. Okay, guys. In 2009, we'll be coming out with this thing. It's the new PlayStation.
It was like 2003.
It's like 02, and you don't even have it. You inhale it and you hallucinate the games. And then this year they're coming out with PlayStation 2, and they say this is the beginning. Shut up, Robert. Go play guitar.
I remember the commercial that he's like basing that off of, and he's an idiot. I remember that.
It's even been 2001 because it was when like PS2 first hit the market.
So it might have been 2000 because that's when it first came out. It was late 2000.
But I didn't really know Robert that early. No, yeah, I did. So it might have been.
It was late 2000 that it came out.
I was at his house. His mom thought the world was gonna end on like Y2K and shit. It was so funny. I was like, nothing's gonna happen.
Remember how I said that?
Time.
Remember how I said that you can convince anybody of something, most people of something, by saying, I read somewhere, it's in the Bible, or there's a law against that? Well, yeah, people are like, it says in the Bible that the world ends in the year 2000. I'm like, no, it doesn't. And they're like, oh.
I read in the Bible that they made a law that the world is going to end in 2000.
I heard from a really authoritative source.
Did you rock?
Okay, Tim.
No, that the world was going to end in 2012. And it was a book written by the Mayans.
They wrote books?
Yeah, it was like their creation mythology.
Cool.
The Biblical.
Tim was... I forget what it was that Tim used to say. He's like, credited sources. Like, he'd go all wide-eyed and he'd be like, authentic sources.
So you'll be
Say this.
playing through this, you'll be like, Devil May Cry 1, this game is awesome. Barely has a story, but it's awesome. Then you'll play Devil May Cry 2 and you'll be like, what happened to most of the awesome things that were in Devil May Cry 1? This game's so bland and easy. And then because they made it easy, they did Devil May Cry 3 and it's punishingly difficult.
And they had that creepy dude in it.
What, Ingram?
I don't remember his name. He like followed you. And he was like a clown and shit.
Oh, that guy! Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Creepy.
You actually,
I loved
in the special edition, it was in the original version you didn't have a boss fight with him, but they added a boss fight with him in the special edition.
the special edition, but like in the first one, I was so creeped out because I'm afraid of mirrors, and like I was so creeped out when you went into the mirror world. Like I hated it. Like it scared the shit out of me.
Honestly,
They could
I
make
never
a
beat
game
it.
like that really, really immersive by having a camera that actually, like, there's just like little, like, when you walk up to a mirror, it actually shows you, like, sitting on the couch.
It's like
Imagine.
I just kept getting better and better at it, and getting a little bit further and a little bit further, because even the special edition version of that game was very, very, very difficult.
I was talking about the first one. The third one was cool. I beat the third one. I beat all of them. They were all cool. The fourth one was real cool. The first half was so rad, and then
Then
the
you
second half,
when you played as Dante.
when you played as Dante, it was just the first half backwards.
Oh, yeah.
And then you get to the end of the game and you fight all the bosses again.
Well, no, you fight them in reverse order.
At the very end of the game, you like going up that tower or whatever, and you fight all the bosses again.
Well, that was wasn't that the third one?
Yeah, no, that was the fourth one. I never beat the third one.
You have my nipple.
Fourth one.
At the end of the fourth one, it's like you go through a boss gauntlet, and
Yeah, no, I remember that now.
Is it like a boss
It
gauntlet?
even looks like a dick.
I beat one, and I
Wait, hang on, I'm gonna try it again.
tribute to Alex Bond.
Yeah, dude, still looks like a dick. A weird dick, but a dick.
That one's not circumcised.
Definitely not. Definitely an anteater.
Wow.
They were fun games. I really liked one. I liked 3 when I wasn't raging at it because it was so fucking hard. 4, they toned down the difficulty from 3 because people bitched about how hard 3 was, and I was glad for that.
Just pansies, you couldn't beat it.
There was only one boss that gave me real serious trouble
Who?
in 4.
3 or 4?
4. It was like this flying like angel guy that had like, oh, what the fuck was his name? He had like,
Names aren't important, just what they looked like is, because I don't remember that shit anymore. I played that shit years ago, beat it, turned it in.
yeah, he had like metal wings, and he would like stab you with them.
Oh, that dude was ache. He just had to jump a lot.
Yeah, he was the only boss in that game that gave me serious trouble.
He
The
had,
rest
like-
of them I beat just fine.
You had to like jump and like hack at it with your sword and shoot and like pull yourself towards him and stuff.
Yeah, that guy.
And then you had to jerk him off a little.
Devil May Cry 5, Dante's Circle Jerk.
Damn good parts.
So, wait. A friend of mine has this idea. Well, he's not a friend of mine. He's a friend of a friend.
So he sucks.
No, he's cool.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He's not
cool.
my friend.
He's in this band called We Were Skeletons, and he wants to start a side project over Christmas time. You know, like to do like a Christmas metal album
Yeah.
and call it Slayer, or like a sleigh bell.
Yeah.
And he wants to have-
SLEIGHER.
Yeah, and
Like Public Enemy, bring the toys.
and he wants to have like he wants to call the album Reindeer Blood.
That's fucking awesome.
and like just have like, you know, like Christmas Illusion and stuff like, and then like Reindeer Blood and like things like that all over the album. Like I thought it was great. I was like, if he wants any help on that, I am so down. I will gladly like be like death metal for him and like thrash.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Reindeer Blood. It's just like that thing you told me about Jesus Christ.
No. Go to Nazareth, Pennsylvania, and open a wine and cheese shop called Cheeses of Nazareth.
Oh, well, then someone else told me about opening up this really cool gourmet grilled cheese place. Actually, this place might be real then, because I was in Philly when I heard this story. Yeah, it wasn't.
Huh.
And, like, apparently they just make, like, grilled cheese and serve, like, tomato soup. And it's called Jesus Christ. And they're religious, and they, like, preach the gospel and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah.
There was a place at UPJ, Pittsburgh and Johnstown, where I went to school for a year before I flunked out, where it was just like grilled cheese and stuff. I think they had tomato soup, but I don't really care. But you could get grilled cheese on your choice of bread, your choice of cheese. You could get bacon, tomato, mushrooms, or onions, or any combination of those. It was awesome.
Sounds cool.
Okay, pretty decent.
I get cheesesteaks.
I think we have cheesesteak fixings here.
No. I mean the Philly steak and pork place.
Real cheesesteaks.
Real cheesesteaks with cheese whiz.
Yes.
Want to do that this week?
Yeah, I could probably do that.
Or Nito, the new Nito opens tomorrow.
Where's that?
By Carnes.
At Central Pennsylvania, check out Nito Burrito.
Yeah, Nito Burrito's pretty freaking sweet.
This is coming from a man from Texas. There's real Mexican food there, and
we have some pretty sweet Mexican food plate. Ask him; he's been to Seven Salsas.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Seven Salsas is great.
Hey, you got to put that on speakerphone. Them's the rules.
oh, it's in my bag. I never unpacked it yet.
Bring your bag.
With me?
Great.
I'll bring it home.
Okay.
And I'll charge it for him. It doesn't take long.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
She has no idea.
I was away for the weekend, in 2 different states, on different days.
Yeah, you were in Virginia.
No, I was in Maryland for one day, and then
You were in Virginia.
I was in Virginia for the other. But Virginia's for lovers, dude. And then
Well, it sounds like vagina.
look,
I've not been to Virginia. I've been to West Virginia.
West
West Virginia's cool.
We stayed in Virginia that one night. Remember when your GPS parked on us, trying to show us where a beer distributor was?
I forgot.
Yeah, that was Winchester, Virginia, or something.
Then we restarted and it worked
Look,
perfectly.
this was in Virginia.
Our audience can't see this, but it's still awesome. Is that a blackboard?
It was a blackboard, and there was chalk, and you could write in the spaces.
Wow. Oh, that is cool.
And then at the bottom it said, "Receive love, give love."
Okay.
And then Tyler drank coffee out of a teacup.
Okay.
And then I stood under a bridge like a punk.
Hey, punk. See punks.
Did you sing
And then
Red Hot
Tyler was
Chili
like-
Peppers while you did it?
No, and then because I don't do heroin. And then Tyler was like, "Yo, I'm a dead end. Please take a picture of me at this, under this dead end sign." So I did. And then we were skeletons,
So Final Fantasy 14.
and that's
Oh, no. Tell us about Final Fantasy 14.
Circle Takes a Square set now. But I never got a picture of any of them, except their faces. Yeah, there's my Circle Takes a Square socks. Yeah, that's Drew from Circle Takes a Square, and that's Kathleen.
Might have been furniture.
No, she was facing me when I clicked it, but that's what it ended up becoming. I didn't get a single picture of them facing me. And then when they started playing, I had to give my phone to someone else because it would have been broken.
Okay, so instead of giving up Final Fantasy 14 as a lost cause, like we all pretty much thought they would do after Square said, "Yeah, this is a mistake. We made a mistake with this game, and it tarnished our reputation with our fans and with our brand." That they are not giving up on it. They said they are going to release a new revamped version for the PC, and that it is still coming PlayStation 3. Not only did they say that, they said there will be support for smartphones and the PlayStation Vita. And with those two, you will be able to manage your account and buy items and stuff like that when you're not at your computer. And right now it's just set for the PlayStation 3 and the PC versions. But they are in talks with Microsoft to bring it to the Xbox 360 after promising at E3 that they would not do that. Lion sense of shit.
Lion sex? Pills!
Please don't remind me of someone I met on.
I thought you were going to talk about
some
a mutual acquaintance of ours.
No, it's not a mutual acquaintance. It's I don't know who he is. I just know it was the weirdest name I've ever seen on a message board.
Some guy who sucks.
Okay, his name was, and I quote, "Hot lion sex with animals." I was like, I'm not even sure what that name implies.
Lion sex. Well, it could be, lion sex with other lions. Nothing wrong with that.
Whatever, it's a
This
weird
guy-
name.
this
It is a
guy's
really
funny.
weird name.
Well, Ian's D-pad's
It was
name...
kind of creepy, so I didn't talk to him really.
Sweet, a fortune cookie. D-pad's name used to be monkeysex@screwyou.com. I got a fortune cookie from Virginia here, and I'm about to eat it.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna read my fortune in life.
I think... First of all, I thought for sure that Square Enix would give up on this game. They basically admitted defeat. They apologized for it twice and then said, basically, yeah, we fucked up. This tarnished our name, which they wouldn't even say about Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy X-2, Dirge of Cerberus, or
Dirge.
Final Fantasy XIII.
Dirge.
Whatever.
My fortune is the current year will bring you much happiness. Does that mean that there's only 2 months left?
Yeah.
I think so.
That was almost my fortune. And I'm so glad I gave it to you, because I would have probably just punched it.
So basically, none of those crappy video games tarnished the name Final Fantasy in any way, according to Square. But this one did, and they're not giving up on it.
If someone enjoyed it, that should be enough.
Nobody should have enjoyed Dirge of Cerberus.
I actually knew a couple people that enjoyed it.
It was.
I think it was
embarrassingly
mostly
bad.
because Dirge was in the name.
Make things for, a couple people to enjoy. We make things for, enough people to enjoy, and apparently it wasn't enough. Or maybe it was. I don't know. I don't have their figures. I don't have the actuaries in front of me. But
Although I think if they're not gonna give up on this, I guess it's kind of cool. But I think if they are going to not give up on this, I think
Why is my hair
PlayStation
magical?
fans should kind of rage up a storm for saying, "Oh, this is going to be a PlayStation 3 exclusive for the second time," and then going, "Oh, we're going to put it on the Xbox 360."
Who cares? They make more money.
I just think if you're going to announce it as a exclusive, leave it as a fucking exclusive.
Why? They get more money.
Keep your damn word. That's what I think.
Fuck that. There's no such thing as integrity when it comes to, making money.
there's no such thing as money when it comes to integrity.
Exactly. So, you have to get rid of one to have the other.
Penis.
So basically, they don't have integrity. Or integrity, the hardcore.
They really
band.
haven't had much integrity since Hironobu Sakaguchi left the company.
I don't think any corporation has ever had integrity. Ever.
Nah.
Valve does
Like I
it?
said, there's no such thing as integrity.
Valve does it?
Nobody has it. They want
Actually,
money.
no. I will say that Valve is probably has the closest thing to resembling, artificially flavored integrity.
Our next story is about Valve.
Let's talk about Vlav.
Okay.
Vlad the Impaler. Vlad the Impala.
Like the car.
Yeah.
If you ever own an Impala, you just call it Vlav. Just call it Vlav.
Vlav.
Vlav. Vlav.
Look at my vanity plate.
Gustav Vlav.
You know that nobody's got freaking Vlav the Impala as like a vanity plate. That's kind of impossible.
Gustav Flav. Okay. Valve announced that the next update, Portal 2, will include an easy-to-use level editor. This will be free, by the way, that will allow players to create their own test chambers for both single-player and cooperative play.
What game are we talking about?
Portal 2.
I thought so. Okay.
And these levels can be shared online and voted on, just like in...
So they're pulling a Little Big Planet.
Yes, just like Little Big Planet, which is fucking cool as shit. You know, with how many creative people there were on...
Wait, I just took a shit, and I can assure you it was not very cool.
Okay, cool as fuck. You've done fuck before. You fucked
some really good dumps in the
Hold on. Okay, wait, and again, I've done fuck, and fuck both smells terrible afterwards, and you're just sticky and gross. So, I would
okay,
say
how about
something
cool as
before.
Billy Wrigley?
See, even that doesn't apply anymore.
Okay, why
I
is
love
Billy
him.
Wrigley no longer cool?
I love him, but he drinks and goes to bed, and then wakes up, and then drinks and goes to bed.
Watches UFC.
And watches UFC. And I didn't know this, but Joe Amsterdam, Joe Hollywood,
Yeah.
he was a manager at FedEx for months.
Really? I knew he worked there.
All he did was apply. He said Billy does nothing.
Really?
He said Billy goes in, goes to work, drunk, hungover, and then touches butts and leaves.
Because he was pretty good when I was there. I mean,
Well, yeah, no, they take advantage of him.
Walking off, and going to the bathroom at random times.
Well, yeah, Joe said they take advantage of him, and Billy never applies for a manager's position, so he never gets one.
I think he's applied twice.
Oh, I don't know. Joe applied, and if Joe could be manager, Joe
What
owns a
can
pig.
this... Okay, fine. What can this be as cool as then, huh?
Rumpelstiltskin grinder.
Yeah.
Okay, it's as cool as Rumble.
Well, actually, no, because they're not cool anymore.
Oh my gosh, I don't care.
We gotta find something so. We gotta
Old
find.
Rumpelstiltskin
No,
grinder.
we gotta find something that's cool now.
Dump my beer on my face.
Shadow of the Colossus? Is it as cool as Shadow of the Colossus?
What's the condition?
If I can't name something that's cool presently and wasn't cool in the past.
That's not enough consideration. What?
Alright, fine, then I'll just say something that's cool now that isn't in the past.
I'd rather go with the ambiguity.
Alright, you know what, fuck it. It's just cool.
Well, it is cool, and I'm actually really looking forward to this. They said that I don't know if they gave a specific date. They said sometime in 2012, which is probably a good idea considering how long it. I mean, they said the new Portal update will be out by summer, and summer ended, and then it came out. Shortly after summer ended, it came out.
This is the sound of speed.
Hate you, Alex.
It really is the sound of speed, though.
Yeah, it is.
But it's not the speed of sound.
Oh!
But it will travel at the speed of sound.
So it's the
Depending on
sound
when
of
Josh
speed
gets it
at
up.
the speed of sound.
But it's not the speed of light because it's not Rush.
Okay, Rush is cool.
Rush is cool.
This is as cool as Rush.
They're Canadian, though.
Hockey.
Yeah, hockey's a sport, a non... it's an abstract concept.
I'm just saying, if it comes from Canada, it doesn't have to be gay.
It's a state of mind.
Lame.
Country's a state of mind. I just don't like Rush.
Well, it's love it or hate it.
Yeah.
I love them.
I love him too.
I want to just put my penis all over them and tell them that, I, rape their
Materialism
mothers.
is stupid.
No, I just want to be like, yo, I put my dick in your mama.
Cross the plane.
Yeah, across the plane of that
Wait, does
pussy.
that make you Jetty Lee's dad?
I just was like, yo, I fucked your mom. What you think of that?
That's fucking gross.
That's a,
Oh, good lord, that
I
is
don't
gross.
want to live on this planet anymore.
Neither do I.
Fortune end up in my crotch.
When I put it in your hair. No, wait, is that mine? Is that my fortune? The current year will bring you much happiness. Okay, whatever.
It ended up by my crotch. I think you did that in a...
Does that make it a crotch you? Crotch you.
You know what, Joystick? Just stop talking.
You stop talking.
Okay.
You're the one that's putting your fortune all up on his junk.
Yeah, I didn't say I had an issue with it. Like, a couple minutes ago, I was rubbing the microphone up on his junk. And then he dipped it in speed.
And then I just swabbed it on your hairy lip.
I don't care. Oh, dude, I don't care. I kind of just gave you a blowjob.
You did.
Or at the very least, kissed your...
Bung! Bung.
Bun?
Bung.
Okay, so, yeah, this is pretty freaking awesome, and I'm actually looking forward to it. I think, with how many creative and well-made levels there are in Little Big Planet, how many creative people there are out there that made levels for that, I think...
I made a calculator. That's all I have to say.
Now, if that was
Hey, that shit took talent, though.
Now, if that was one of the guys from Kerncraft, I would be so happy.
Some guy made, a working version of Windows in it.
Not Kerncraft, I mean, Craftwork.
This was on the original Little Big Planet, not the second one. When you could
Yeah,
make
I remember.
The guy made a working calculator.
I remember.
I'm the operator with my pocket calculator.
And I was like, this guy is... He put a lot of time and effort into this. He's got fucking talent, you know.
Hey, you guys. Okay, you know, D-pad. We was talking about this thing up in Thailand. He can't be here tonight because, you see, last week,
He can't be here because he broke his elbow in championship.
Because all that pet dander in his lungs. He got the bad infection of the bronchial tube.
You said he broke his elbow.
He did. Well, he doesn't know if it's broken. He has it in a sling and like one of those arm sock things.
Arm sock.
Yeah.
Well, I am really excited about this. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to seeing what people can do. I hope it's as easy to navigate the levels as it was with Little Big Planet, because that would be fucking cool if it really is. And they sound like they sound like they might be using Little Big Planet as a model for this, which is also cool. And Little Big Planet got it right.
What game are... Oh, Portal. Right.
Yeah, Portal 2. Portal 2, so...
Portal Combat?
Obviously... I remember showing you that video, Portal Combat.
That was funny.
It's fucking awesome. It's like... Because Portal and Mortal Kombat came out on the same fucking day. So he like walks into the store and he's like staring at the two and he's like...
I actually saw some Portal porn a couple of weeks ago, and it took me about 5 minutes of looking at the picture to realize that it looked like an orgy, and it took me about 5 minutes to realize that there were only 2 characters in the picture. And I was like, how much time went into just figuring that out? The mechanic, it's... What? Awesome!
Alex thought porn was awesome.
That's pretty rare, but it was...
Alex likes porn.
Prawn. I really don't. Well, I mean, like, no.
Alex likes porn.
No, shut up.
You like porn. Okay, so Blizzard announced that people who have had a subscription to World of Warcraft for at least a year's time will be getting Diablo 3 for free. That's kind of cool. At the same time, it's kind of cool, like, rewarding your longtime
So
fans.
if you put up with something stupid, you get something less stupid?
Well,
That's stupid.
hey, Diablo 2 was amazing.
It was just food. I hate those
I
games.
fucking love Diablo. I played the shit out
It's
of
just
Diablo.
like, oh, I'm gonna shoot you with a fireball. Oh, wait, there's some loot. Let's get it. Oh, look, we got more loot. Now we can fight this bigger thing.
I really enjoyed Diablo.
Oh, look, there's loot from the big thing.
Can we hear your beard for a second? Okay, moving on. Huh?
It's kind of a cool
That's the mustache.
way to
That microphone was on my crotch.
Septum ring?
It's kind of a... God damn it! I hate you.
Hey, this could be like an indie album. Anyway.
It's kind of a cool way to reward the people who are longtime fans of Blizzard, but then again, it also kind of ignores the longtime fans like me who say, fuck WoW. Because, like, I've been playing their games since, like, Warcraft 2, way back in the fucking day. And
Yeah, but you didn't go with WoW, so they don't care about you.
Well, that's because WoW was their biggest spread. I mean, pretty much every game they've ever done has done exceptionally well.
I'm just saying, if you didn't do WoW, they don't care about you.
Well, they should, because I bought Diablo 1 and 2 and Warcraft 1, 2, and 3.
It's just like
and StarCraft.
You're white and southern, so the world doesn't like you.
Exactly. Nuke the South. Like that was,
I hate the world, so there.
That was a song.
Wow.
It was a song by Crucial Unit. It was called "Give the World a Hug," and the only words were "Nuke the South, nuke the South, nuke the South, nuke the South," and it's over.
That's bad.
It's just called "Give the World a Hug."
I'm not gonna lie, the South is pretty cool.
You know what? I hate the rest of the world, so the rest of the world can go blow. Yeah, I'm done with that statement. They can just go blow.
It makes sense. Like, wait, which part don't you hate?
I hate the rest of the world that isn't the South.
Nova Scotia is the man.
But you were from the Southwest.
No, I'm from the central part of the United States.
South Central, like in Los Angeles?
Wait, the Keys are a little further south. These are just rich Jewish people, though.
The Keys are pretty cool.
The Keys are pretty cool, though. No, they're pretty cool. I've been there. But, like, Mobile, Alabama, like...
Yeah, but Wake and Bake
bomb that shit
about them.
Like, Mobile, Alabama is cool and everything, but still, just fucking nuke the South. And the Midwest, for that matter, too.
Whoa. Okay.
Like Nebraska? Who needs Nebraska? Or Iowa?
I don't think North Dakota exists.
Arkansas?
Arkansas is pretty south.
Dude, North Dakota. Okay, we're getting directions to drive to Seattle because there's a possibility for a conference. And literally, when we got to North Dakota, it was a straight line. Like, on the map, it was a straight line across.
Well, North Dakota doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure...
you can be 14 and get a driver's license.
Nebraska doesn't exist, and neither does Iowa.
North Dakota really exists because a kid grew up there who sat behind me in my
Bitch,
cultural
please,
college
he grew up in
class.
South Dakota, and you know it.
No, it was North Dakota because he lived in the middle of the state.
What other states don't exist?
Nebraska and Iowa
Okay, Iowa
does not exist.
they have sound there. And Nebraska,
there's bands from there. Like
there's giant like Goliath anime bumpkins that live there. And then in
Bright Eyes. Bright Eyes is from Nebraska.
and in Idaho, Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, no, I'm still sticking with Bright Eyes is from Nebraska.
I did not know that. And in Minnesota, Linkara.
Linkara is
A bunch
from
of really good
Minnesota.
bands are from there.
Isn't he still from in Minnesota?
Yeah, he's still in Minnesota.
I just put my face on your beard and my crotch at the same time.
You put your beard on his beard? I'm really excited about Diablo.
My crotch isn't.
I'm really excited about Diablo 3. It's going to be an amazing game, just like 1 and 2 were.
Here, wait, Alex.
Yeah, it's gonna be Diablo-y.
Let's play Diablo 3. You ready?
Wait, what?
Let's play Diablo 3. You ready?
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, let's get the loot. Okay. Yeah, loot. Okay, ready? Ready? Okay, loot.
Hey, Lou.
Yeah, that's all
Hey, sweet.
That's all the other Diablos were.
That's awesome, man.
Like, Rob Wenner used to play the shit like crack, and I'd be like, dude, this game is so lame.
I went to a
It takes a special person, I guess, to like it.
I went to a New Year's party this one time, and was this guy.
You probably would. You'd probably like the Misfits. We bite!
We would bite.
I went to this New Year's party this one time,
Look at us. We
and
would bite.
there
And
was
then
this guy.
You found out that he was in Maryland, so you made a stupid video that got 130,000 views.
No, this is like 3 years later. There was this guy that I
That
knew
was funny, though.
on the internet, and you wouldn't know that I had known him before because he didn't say a word to anybody that wasn't about this online MMO hack and slash called Slash'em. He was sitting on the couch in the living room, people around him socializing, on his laptop playing this hack and slash, and all he said for the entire 3 hours that I was there was, Hey guys, can you eat a golden dragon? A golden serpent? Hey, I can't wait to get back to town to cash in all these gems. Hey, I got so many gems right now, it's not even funny. Holy crap, I have to drop some of my gems so I can... It was
The
like
only
3 hours
reason,
of
the
that.
only way to
He didn't talk to
play
anyone
video
else.
games in a fucking party is if you're playing co-op, for the love of God.
This guy was a douche. He was like a Slate, but like not social.
So you can say that, and like the people on the podcast have actually heard Slate.
He was like Slate meets like had a love baby with Colin.
I don't know either of them. That sounds terrible, though.
You need to meet Colin.
I would probably not get along. But
I've been told that
I don't
Colin.
know. I think you would actually.
I have been told repeatedly that Colin and I would not get along.
Colin and you would not get along. But I think you like he'd like dislike you for a little bit until like you touched on the right chord. Then he'd be
Which
like,
is kind of
"Huh,
which is
it's
kind of
kinda
amazing considering I'm not that hard to get along with. Not in real
Colin
life.
is just extremely. He's one of those people who like considers himself to be open-minded, but he's only open-minded about the things that he likes, and everything else is
So
stupid.
most of the people on the
everything-
internet that consider themselves to be open-minded.
and everything else outside of his realm is stupid to him. Hey, Colin, I love you. He's not listening. Screw you, Colin.
Maybe.
turn your gay off.
Colin, turn your gay off for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
He'll say things, and I'll be like, "What's your basis for saying that?" And he'll be like, "Oh, I don't know. It just is."
Is his bunny back?
What?
You kept telling me that like every 2 weeks you would get a text from him
back.
saying that he got his bunny back.
Yeah, that's right. He stopped doing that. I'm not even sure who he was saying that about. Could have been a couple different people.
He just said like every week or so I get a text message from Colin saying my bunny's back,
I'm like, okay.
and you're like I didn't even know he was gone.
He does that with like other people now because he's on like all these online relationships, and like they'll come and go because like they have lives. So they'll disappear for like a week and a half and not be able to.
Doesn't have a life.
But you'll always be his wolf prince.
Oh gosh, don't get me started. yeah, I'll always be his wolf prince. Good times.
I'm sorry,
I
Alex.
remember when I saw it the first time, I was like, what the
We were
fuck?
coming back from the H2 when we hiked across the river that one time.
In front of your house. I took your phone. You gave it to me because I had to call somebody. I was like, what the fuck is a wolf prince?
I could have sworn we were down like by the airport in Cumberland.
Yeah, that happened too.
Oh, okay.
I called Jess one time from there.
Yeah, take that beer can.
Beer Colossal. I want some Beer Colossal. You guys want to go get some Beer Colossal?
After this, we can go get some beer.
Let's go get some Beer Colossal.
After this.
Well, your home is on the way to Beer Colossal. Bag.
I'm hot, dude. I got a fever.
Oh, that sucks. Bag.
I've been traveling all weekend. So Circle takes a square. I beat all of you.
Well, you can leave before us so we can honk at you on the way there.
We can leave at the same time and you can still do it.
Beer Colossal. I don't think I
Promise
ever explained this on the show, but there's a generic Crunch
Rhombus
Berries.
takes the oval.
I'll kick you in the balls.
I'll kick you in the balls.
I actually will, though.
I actually will do too.
I kicked the chair. I missed his balls and I hit the chair.
The chair.
Because they're too small.
The rope's gone tight. Fuck, I forget the lyrics.
Your balls got dissed.
Beer Colossal. There's a generic Crunch Berries knockoff, like the cheap bag cereal, and it's called Berry Colossal Crunch. And at some point in 2005 or 2006, we just started calling it Berry Colossal Crunch even, and we just started calling it Beer Colossal for some reason, and the name stuck.
It was Colt Leathers.
Colt Leathers.
It was really late at night.
What a funny guy.
It was real late at night, and he was real tired, and his eyes were blurry, and he didn't know what it said. And he was like, why the fuck does this thing say Beer Colossal? What the fuck is Beer Colossal?
And then
I was like,
fucking
it's Berry
he ate because he
Colossal.
was bored.
And then he was like, oh, is it ain't good? I was like, yeah, dude, it's just real good. So we walked around like all day and ate it. And
It's actually better than Crunch Berries.
yeah, it is. It's just sweeter.
But yeah, I used to take you guys for some reason to my community college when you didn't take any classes there.
We used to hit on girls.
And you just walk around while I was in class
Yeah!
making fun of people
Yeah!
and girls.
I used to actually get phone numbers, and like the other guys were like terrified.
I think someone's home.
You think?
Hey, hello.
Greetings!
Maybe someone broke in.
No one replied.
I think I just heard Paul.
Oh, hey, Paul.
Yeah, it's
Paul
Paul.
says yo.
They don't fucking know who Paul is.
He's a root.
Every single time he yells at us while we're doing the podcast, they're like, they don't shit because you can't hear him.
So I picked these guys up on my way to school back when I went to community college, and they're like, "What do you got there?" "Oh, Berry Colossal Crunch." "No, dude, it's Beer Colossal. Beer Colossal's awesome, dude." Just walking around carrying this thing of Beer Colossal. I was like,
And his
"Go get
non-women.
more Beer Colossal."
A gallon bag too, wasn't it? Those huge ones.
It's more than a
See,
gallon.
the hitting on women part, that's an important part of this story.
Do we have any more
Not
topics? Because we're over an hour already.
Yeah, no, we don't.
Awesome.
Hitting on women is pretty derogatory.
And that's what makes it cool.
That's what makes
Hey,
it cool.
hey, you know.
Jason would be proud of that
Hey,
statement.
you know who wants it? Freya. There's this girl you gotta meet. Her name is Freya, and she's freaking beat. I laugh very strangely when I have, like, laryngitis.
Just trying to figure out how that song would continue about Freya.
Well, it would repeat itself. There's this girl you gotta meet. Her name's Freya, and she's freaking beat. She doesn't like... She likes whips and chains and stuff. Her master doesn't take no guff, so Billy Wrigley kicked him in the balls.
That is beautiful.
Her master does suck.
What the fuck is his name? Lolandir?
Lolandir.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. He wouldn't even talk to me. He just talked to me through her. It's like, my
That's why I
master
fucked
is
that guy.
unsure. I'm like, screw you. Stop being pretentious in a bad way. We love you, Andrew. I just want to make sure that you know that.
I just sit here with half my head shaved, a septum piercing, the names of the muses on my one arm,
Like a 2-week beard.
a 2-week beard, and like Orchid lyrics on my other arm. And I just got done seeing Circle Takes the Square.
And the pseudo Putty Holly glasses.
Yeah, and I'm in a screamo band and a twinkly emo band.
I still want to do an experimental band with you.
I'm down, dude. We gotta get a delay pedal and a reverb pedal, and we'll be fine.
No, we just need I was actually just thinking about like making instruments.
Well, yeah, they're delay and reverb because we can make tons of noise with it. Tons of noise. Like,
Okay.
So good. Like, you get quality noise. Like,
What did
hit
they?
like a note on a guitar and just tweak things, and it'll just go and distort and get crazy.
What did they go for?
I was gonna ask for them for Christmas, so.
So basically free.
Yeah, they basically be free.
You go for a delay
Christmas
pedal.
is
I'll go
cool
for a
like
reverb
that.
pedal.
No, I want both. I need both for like my music anyway. Because I want that post-rock sound.
You're right. He
Give me
does
your
have a
mustache so the audience can hear my mustache. I just stuck the microphone in his mouth.
God, that microphone's been everywhere tonight.
My microphone is a whore.
Has it been in his ear?
No, but your face is a saxophone.
It has not been in his ear.
Flip it across that thingy.
I wouldn't put it in my ear, dude, because I don't use Q-tips.
Neither do I.
It's not healthy for you.
I don't use them because they suck.
Oh, I also
Like
don't.
Russians?
I also don't bathe.
Yeah.
I bathe like once every 2 weeks. So.
And Trek Vestite.
I hate that guy has legs. Well, story, people.
Yeah, why does he have
Story.
to have legs, damn it? Okay, do you guys want to sign off?
Yeah.
We should probably explain. If we're going to tell that story, we'll have to tell that story when Ian is actually here.
Yeah.
Okay, this has been another edition of Press the Action Button podcast here on digital-delirium.com. As always, I am your host, Joystick, and with me this week was Gameface. Say goodbye, Gameface.
I'm acting!
Also with me this week was Dr. Treeback. Say goodbye, Doug.
Farewell.
Goodbye is
It is
forever,
forever.
so I'll just say, see you later. As
Freaking
Tom said.
Tom said that on the one I posted yesterday.
That was a good episode.
That was a good episode. You guys should listen to it if you haven't. We are out.